Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to this practice session. So in this video we are going to learn how we are going to draw this particular image that you are seeing on your screen. Now in order to draw anything, the first thing that you should remember is you need to start from any specific center that is visible to you. So we can start from this particular point, or we can start from these points, or we can start from this corner. So it totally depends on how you are going to handle this. So suppose that you are starting from this particular point. Now drawing these upper portion will give you a sense of I would say it will give you a sense of accomplishment, because you will see that almost half of your drawing will be created in 2 or 3 commands only within 1 or 2 minutes. So you can start from this particular center that you are seeing here, or you can start from any one of them. Now as per my view, we should start from this point. Now once you are done with these 3 circles, these 3 circles that are visible, and this 4th one, basically half of your drawing is almost finished. Then after that we can create single side portion of this one, and then we can create a mirror image. So how we are going to draw this in AutoCAD? So let's come to AutoCAD and let's find out. So in order to practice properly, what you can do is you can take a screenshot of the previous screen that you were seeing, and you can start drawing by yourself. Now I'm going to start with the upper circle that are provided to us, and diameter is given. So diameter of both of 3 of those circles is provided to us. Now suppose that I'm starting from a point 20, 20. So let's select circle, or simply press C and then enter. Now you will have to specify the center, but take a look, the zoom level is too high, so we need to zoom in. Okay, now suppose that I'm giving the center as 20, 20 and then enter. So just take a look, our point 20, 20 is way beyond our screening range. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to zoom in as per our requirement. Okay, now this is a point that is 20, 20, but diameter is given to us, but I have selected radius. So what we can do, we can simply do it half. So what's the radius? It's 4.1, and then press enter. So we have drawn the outer circle. Now inner circle has a diameter of 4.8. So this time we are going to we can use the same circle command, C and then enter. Now we have basically we need to specify the center point first. So just click on this center. Now we have 2 options, either radius or diameter. So you can press D. So it will ask you to specify the diameter. Now what's the diameter? Diameter of this particular circle is 4.8. So simply press 4.8 and then enter. So we have drawn a second circle. Now inner circle has a diameter of 3.6. Now we can draw using the same circle command, or we can do one more thing, that is we can provide offset as well. Okay, so diameter of 4.8 and the innermost circle has a diameter of 3.6. So what's the distance between these 2 circles? That's what offset will do. So the distance is 4.4 and 0.8, 1.2, that means 0.6. We need to provide an offset of 0.6. So click on offset from here. Now specify the offset distance, that is 0.6, and then select the object and done. So we are done with 3 circles that are provided to us. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to draw some vertical lines, vertically downwards. So what is the length of these vertically downward lines? So that is not provided to us. So what we are going to do, we will be drawing a line starting from this one to the uppermost point, and from here the length of line is given to us, that is 18 units. Okay, and from 18 units, 6 on the left, and we do not need to create the right part because we will create a mirror image. Now so what is the height that we need to have? So height is 4 units and then press enter. After that, the next thing that we are going to do is we will simply leave it anywhere. Okay, now repeat line command, start from this point and draw a line like this and then press enter. Now I have not provided any dimension yet. Basically I did not provide any length for this particular line. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to create an offset of this particular line of 4.8 distance, or basically we can do one more thing. Let's draw these two circles first. So this is 4 and then let's use offset command again. Now specify offset distance as 1 and create an offset like this. Okay, now you will see that this offset is visible to you. Now after that, what we need to do is we have a circle at a distance of 2 units from here and then 1.5 from here. Okay, so basically what we can do, we can select a line, and from this particular point we can specify the center. Now what's the distance? In x direction the distance is 2, comma, in y direction it's 1.5 and then press enter. So basically we have reached till the center of the circle. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to draw the circle of diameter 2.4 and 1.52. Now select circle, center and diameter. So this is the center. Now what's the diameter? For first circle it's 1.52 and then press enter. Now repeat the same command, specify the center, and for the second circle the diameter is 2.4 and then press enter. So we have drawn two circles. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to provide a fillet here. So fillet radius is 1.6. So select fillet command, specify radius as 1.6 and then press enter. After that, select the first object and the second object. So just take a look, we are done with this. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to create an offset of this particular line. There is a gap of 1.6. So click on offset. Now specify the offset distance as 1.6, select the line and then click like this. Okay, now after that we need to create an offset of this particular line at a distance of 4.8. Okay, so select offset, specify the distance as 4.8, press enter, select this particular line, and this is the offset that we needed. Now we are going to trim the non-required portion or non-required lines. So we can delete this one, these lines that are not of our use. This is done. Now these lines we need them. Now another thing is we need to create an arc in between, an arc here. So if you will take a look at the image, basically radius of this arc is 5.7. So what we can do here, we can draw a circle using this center. Now this is the center that we need to use, and radius as 5.7, and we can trim the non-required portion that we do not need. So click on trim, then remove this, then we can remove this one as well, this one. Now these are the sections that we do not need, that we are going to delete anyways. So just delete them. Okay, so upper portion is ready, and then we will trim these portion as well that we do not need. Now this one is also ready. Delete the lines that we do not need. Now one side of our diagram is complete. Now what we are going to do, we are going to create mirror image. So just select the lines that you want to create mirror image of, then press enter, specify a mirror line like this, and do not erase the source object, and your drawing is done. Simply there is a line that you need to delete. So this is how you need to create this particular drawing. Now what we are going to do, we are going to provide dimensions. Now in order to provide a dimension, always try to select different color so that dimensions are totally distinct. Now we will reduce their size later on. We simply are going to place these dimensions. Repeat these commands. Now don't worry about the size, we will adjust the size. After that, the next thing, we are going to provide some radiuses. Now just take a look, this size is a little bit larger, due to which we are, and this format is also different, so don't worry, we will adjust everything once we are done with providing these dimensions. Now you can provide these dimensions like this. Now as the color is different, you will see that the line, these dimensions, they are distinct. You do not need to worry about these things. Now radius of these circle is still remaining, so provide a radius like this, dim radius, provide a radius for this. So this length is given. Now what else do we need? We need to provide another dimension of that is linear, so we can provide a dimension till this point and place it like this. Now all of the dimensions, we have placed them, so we are going to adjust their heights. Okay, so we can the one thing that we can do is we can change this from ISO to standard. Now the dimensions are not selected, so select them, right click, select similar dimensions, then right click and select similar, so that all of the dimensions are selected. Then you can shift it from ISO to standard. Now take a look, the size of this dimension is reduced by a very large extent. So what we are going to do, we are going to change the settings of this. So modify it, then go to text and make the text height as 2, then adjust the primary units till 0.0. After that, symbols and arrows, they were also very small, so make it let's make it 1 and click OK. Now take a look if these dimensions are sufficient. They are too large. Okay, so we again will go to the same standard option. We will modify these dimensions, text. Now from 2, just make it 0.5. Go to primary units, and I think the dimensions, most of the some dimensions are there which are in decimal, so we will keep 1 decimal point. In text we have reduced the height. In symbol also we are going to reduce the arrow height as 0.5. Now let's take a look, click close and take a look. Now these things are quite impressive. Now so what we are going to do is just take a look, this particular dimension that we have provided, it is basically interfering with the diagram. So simply click on it, just select this particular dimension. Now keep your cursor on this particular point, and as soon as it gets red, just take it away. Okay, now you can do the same with 1.8 as well. Keep your cursor and then move it. After that, this thing also we can adjust, so just take it and place this radius like this. Okay, so same thing we can do with this one as well. Now just take a look that all of these values that you are seeing, they are of radiuses. For circle they are of radiuses. Now one more thing is there, we haven't placed the dimension or the length of this particular basically location of this center. So what we are going to do is we will select align dimension, start from a specific point, take it till center and then place this dimension like this. Now repeat the same command, take this, go till center and then move it and place it like this. So I hope all of these dimensions are okay. Now we need to shift this one a little bit closer and I think it's done. Let's move it a little bit. Okay, now the figure looks a lot clean now. Place it a little bit nearer. Now I think we are done with this. Now what we are going to do is, in order to make our diagram a little bit more clean, we will shift all of these dimensions. Just right click and select similar. Now we will shift them in a different layer. Now layer, only two layers are there, so we are going to create a new layer. So create layer by the name of dimensions. Okay, so name it as dimensions. Now change the color of this layer to red or maroon, then done. Line type we are going to keep it same and then close. So basically we have created a layer. Now what, in order to shift all of these dimensions to a new layer, what we need to do is we will simply select all the dimensions, select similar, then click on dimensions and then press just let's repeat the process. Select similar, then change it to dimensions. Now in order to check whether these dimensions are shifted or not, what you need to do is just click on this icon. Now this is an icon that we use to shift some particular element from one layer, to display or hide any specific layer. So click on this hide icon and you will see that all of these dimensions, they are vanished from the drawing. Okay, so it simply means that all your dimensions, they are shifted to dimensions layer. Now in order to see it again, just simply click on this icon and you will see all the dimensions. Now you can change the color of objects as well from here, and color of all objects, if they are shifted, if they are created in the same layer, they will be changed. Okay, now right now we are not seeing the change in color. The reason behind this thing is that we have specified a specific color to the dimension. Okay, so in order to shift this color as per the layer, simply click on by layer and then let's make it appear again. Now select all of these dimensions, right click, select similar. Now instead of specifying a color, just click on by layer and you will see that your color of the dimension, it will be changed as per your layer. Okay, so this is how you can use layers. Okay, if you will change the color from here, you will see that all elements will be of basically the color of all elements will be changed. Okay, so all dimensions are changed now. Now suppose that I want to find out the area of this particular system or this particular region. Okay, so what I need to do is simply click on hatch command. Now specify a pattern, pick any internal point. Okay, the main issue that we are seeing is we are in dimensions layer. Okay, so click on hatch command, pick any internal point, and we are basically we have provided a specific area. Click on close hatch creation. Now you need to suppose that you need to find out this yellow area. So what you need to do is click list and then enter. Now click on the object, or basically the hatch that you have created, and you will see that all the properties of this hatch will be available here. So just take a look. This is the area of our shaded region. So that's all for today. Thank you very much and have a nice day.